What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with another festival playlist. We are in Series 5, I think, in the spring season. Is it 5? Yes. In the spring season, and what we are doing first, as always, is the photo challenge. Right here, photograph a 1988 Mitsubishi Starion ESI-R at the Pantano Pass speed trap. The car is available for 20,000, so that is really not that much of an issue, and there's a good chance you have it already. And the Pantano Pass speed trap is down here in the bottom right corner. It's this one, the new one that was added. Right there. You can obviously, if you don't find it, filter the map by speed traps, and well, you want to make sure that you take with speed trap in the picture. And that completes the photo challenge, and we will see each other with the collectible challenge. And what I meant was actually the treasure hunt, and here we are with treasure hunt. Acquire a clue by traveling fast to see new stars on the horizon. A quick flash and you'll see. That is really not very telling, but you need, well, the picture is telling of the car that you need, the Acura Integra Type R, 2001 model. And you'll have to 3-star this speed trap over here, the Horizon Baja speed trap. That means we need to reach 110 miles an hour, and that means you probably want to tune the car. Give it off-road tires, give it a little bit more power, and then you probably have a pretty good shot, and we will try to do that right now. 110, luckily not that much, but still need a pretty good run. And now we need to find the treasure on the map. Can go to festival playlist and then go to the treasure. We will quickly check where it is. To the left here, apparently. Probably under the bridge or something. Nope, right here. Great, so it completes the treasure challenge and the treasure hunt, and we will see each other with the weekly Forzathon challenge. And for chapter 1 we have Own and Drive the 2010 Mosler MT900S to recreate fond memories with the Forza Horizon 4 PR stunt monster. Yes, it was very popular for that. The car is available for 320,000 at the auto show, or if you're lucky, for a wheel spin. But you probably don't want to rely on a wheel spin to get it right now, so you probably have to buy it if you don't have it yet. So yeah, 320,000 requirement to buy it, but that is not as much. You're probably able to afford it. So that's the car. Anyone playing Horizon 4 probably knows it. And that completes chapter number 1, and we'll see each other with chapter 2. Then we have chapter 2. With great acceleration comes great responsibility. I wonder who said that. Hello, hello, Mr. Spidey. Show the 2010 Mosler MT900S true potential by earning 10 stars from speed traps. Now you can tune the car if you want to make it a little bit easier to 3-star the speed traps, but you should at least be able to 2-star things, and we need to, for this one for example, we need to reach 110 miles an hour, which really shouldn't be an issue with this car. Again, I probably recommend tuning it if you want to make it as easy as possible, but as you can see here, reaching 2 stars probably won't be an issue, and
you have arrived at your destination.
Then you just drive back and forth until you have the 10 stars in total, or in our case. Just bank star after star after star, and well, you know, That makes it easy. Again, tune it if you feel like it in order to get a little bit of a better result in terms of more stars more quickly, but generally speaking, or you get a bigger run-up, but in my opinion, the time that it takes to drive along the run-up is easily made up by just doing it one more time. So basically you just drive back and forth here, and that should make things reasonably easy. And once I have the 10 stars done, we see each other in chapter 3. And for chapter 3 we are actually going to combine that with chapter 4. So in chapter 3 we have earn a total of 300 miles an hour across speed zones in the rear wheel powerhouse with a 2010 Monster MT900S. And then in chapter 4 we have no power steering needed, showcase the car's speed by completing a speed trap and speed zone within 2 minutes. And we're just going to do that combined in one area. We are going to do this speed trap, we are going to do it in this direction, then in this direction, and we go through the speed trap and we go through the speed zone. So it's just a back and forth. That we are going to do here in order to complete 2 chapters at once. I've tuned the car a little bit to give us a little bit more speed, make this a little bit easier, but you should be able to reach 150 regardless, which is the speed that you need if you want to do the speed zone in one direction and then the other. Because obviously 300 divided by 2 is 150, and then you want to do that twice and then you reach 300. In this direction we get roughly 250, so we only need about 50 to complete that requirement, so we can just immediately turn around. And do that again. Obviously we can easily reach 50. 51, I'm not entirely sure of the exact amount that we had, but we will easily finish the 300. And then we will drive towards the speed trap reasonably quickly.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. Recalculating route.
Should be just around that corner. Yeah, there it is.
Turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
And this will now actually count as we're completing the speed trap, because when we do it the other way around we technically complete it again, and now we are on our way to the speed zone, and we will do that. That was chapter... No, that already completed it, so you can do it in the other way around as well. You can first do the speed zone and then do the speed trap. So that counts as well, but if for some reason for you that didn't, you can once again drive into this direction and do it again, but as you can see, for us that is unnecessary. And after completing chapter 4, that means we are now done with this, and we can now go to the stunts. And for the stunts we start with the danger sign Salto de Rio. That's this one down here. We need to reach 370.7 feet, which should be doable, I would say. We need to do it in an S1 class rally monster. So what you need to do is go to cars, change car, and then you need to press filter and filter for rally monster, which is down here. And then you can pick whichever you like. It has to be in the S1 class or has to be tuned to that. So make sure you pick a car that is correct there. And I picked the 2019 Porsche 911 GT3 RS, sorry. It's the rally version of the car, and we will jump right into this jump. Hey, hey. Yes, very punny indeed. And 370 should be no problem whatsoever. We have 573 hours. More than enough feet to spare, so not really an issue, and that completes the jump, and we will see each other with whatever comes next. Probably a speed trap or a speed zone. Then we have a speed zone treble, and what we need to use is an S1 class open top car. Now you can't filter for open top cars, and we need to reach 190 miles an hour, just so that we mention this. Now here's the issue: you can't filter for open top cars. What you can do is go through your cars and see which ones don't have a roof. So like this one, the Ferrari J50 doesn't have a roof, and you just want to see if there is any car in the S1 class that doesn't have a roof. Now I'm not entirely sure if those count. The Atom 500, for example, I'm not sure if that counts. There's a car without a roof, and there is another one without a roof, and there is also one without a roof, of which I am sure that it counts. So yeah, that's just... And the cars that are not in S1 class, you can tune into S1 class, but something like the Ferrari J50 is already in the S1 class, so it's kind of a natural fit. I tune it to 900 anyway, because it makes it a little bit easier. So yeah, we need to reach 190, and I think we can do that. But we probably want to start a little bit further back, and we will jump into that in just a moment. So let's go. 190 was the requirement, I believe. I am somewhat confident we can do that. We're at 191 right now, and 97. The traffic is now obviously no longer a problem, so this really shouldn't be a problem for us. And we should be done reasonably soon.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
There we go.
200 yards,
That completes the speed zone, and I'm gonna do the speed trap, but that requires first of the reward cars, so we will do that once we got it. And yeah, we will see each other with, I believe, a drift zone. For the drift zone, we have a Punto Norte one. This one up here, we need to reach 50,000 points, which should be reasonably doable. We need to do it in an S1 class Hoonigan car. Now, Hoonigan, obviously being a brand, so you go to cars, and then you filter to by the manufacturer, and you go to... where is it? Right there. And then you just pick a car in the S1 class, preferably, or you tune a car to the S1 class, like this one if you want to use that. Tune it to the S1 class. There you go. I use the Escort, and I'd say we jump right into the drift zone. Now 50k, like I said, really shouldn't be much of a problem as long as you don't throw the car off the track. Because you really only need to gather some points in these corners, and there we are already above 50k. And in this corner you still have another corner to go. So yeah, that really shouldn't be a problem even with a non-drift car. So yeah, I believe you can do that, right? And we'll see each other with probably a speed trap. I think I unlocked the GTR now. And for the speed trap, we need to do the Tulum one down here. We need to reach 145 miles an hour in an S1 class Nissan GTR 20. That's the car that you get as the first serious reward. So right here, this one. It is already in the S1 class, but you can tune it to a 900 rating if you want to make it a little bit easier. That's exactly what I did, and I do recommend starting at the top side. Starting from the bottom, a lot harder in my opinion. And yeah, we'll try to reach, what was it? Colossus is an hour away here. 145, so let's do that. Sounds very doable if we don't hit traffic, which is always a possibility. But there is now not much traffic here. We get 165, so 20 clear, and that completes the speed trap, and we will finish it off by doing the Trailblazer. So we'll see each other with that. And we'll wrap it up with the Trailblazer Cruise de Granja, something like that. It's this one over here. We need to do it with 12 seconds remaining in a B-class Mini, which is almost all of the ones that really are competitive in any way. So if you look at the Minis, you have the X-Raid, which is in the B-class. You have the other X-Raid, which is also in the B-class, and I think those are the ones that they hint at. Now I am using the John Cooper Works GP tuned to 700, so it's more of a road car, but I think it's pretty good for that. So yeah, let's do the Trailblazer and see how it goes. I believe they want you to use an X-Raid, and that would certainly be a pretty good choice, but
You have arrived at your destination.
I personally don't think it's necessary, so I'm not using it. And I already have the Works GP here. And we kind of need to follow the river here, which is a bit annoying. When we go to the other side, we cross it here, which also is a bit annoying, but not too big of a deal. And now we will just go straight ahead. 12 seconds remaining isn't that hard of a requirement when we go over the bridge instead of under it. We have roughly 20 seconds remaining to do it. That hit was unintentional. We have 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we did it exactly in the time that we need, despite a few hits and bumps that were unnecessary. But it worked out in the end, and that completes the Trailblazer. And that finishes off the week, and I hope we see each other next week. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.